Thank you. Candace Owens has been watching all of this and analyzing what it means for a long time. She's hosted the Candace Owens podcast. We're happy to have her. Candace, these videos are getting more and more extreme. They're not performances, they're real. It's Americans who are being targeted and suffering and killed. Why is no one saying anything about this?
Well, first and foremost, Tucker, you mentioned Kim Foxx in Chicago, and I just want to say what you forgot to mention is the fact that she's both black and a female. And also the mayor of Chicago is black and a female. So I just want to introduce that because, you know, diversity and equity and inclusion and fluffy words that are supposed to make you feel good, even though they're doing bad before they introduce the bait and the switch. It's infuriating to watch your monologue. It's infuriating to watch the monologue, look at all the crime, look at the statistics, and look at the laws behind it. Because you know what it makes me think? You know what it makes the American people think? The criminals are on the streets, but the worst criminals are in office. They're voting on pieces of legislation.
Totally
They're pushing through pieces of policies that are harming the American people, and they know it's harming the American people.
I know.
The thing is, they just don't care because they have armed guards, because they live behind gated communities, because they've sold out the American people. We all knew this was going to come. We voted these people into office, by the way. These are elected officials that stood on a platform and told you to defund the police because they had armed guards. They didn't care. Of course, we're seeing this consequence. We all saw it coming. You spoke about it. I spoke about it. We were saying it ad nauseum. Guys, please be aware that the Black Lives Matter narrative is a complete and utter lie. And by the way, who's being harmed the most? It's everybody. It doesn't matter what your race is or your ethnicity or your gender. But who's being harmed the absolute most when you look at the numbers? Of course, it's black Americans, the very people that they purported to help when they at first pushed out these policies. Oh, don't worry. It's going to be great. Don't worry about it. We're going to defund the police. Like I said, it's infuriating. I do want to say this to people that are watching, are still living in these inner communities in Democrat cities. Get out. This is not a joke. Don't wait for it to be you. Don't wait for it to be your child that you're pushing in a stroller when you get run over. Don't wait for it to be you that's going for a jog down the street and you're grabbed into a van and killed and you have 2 kids and you're my age, like what happened to Eliza Fletcher in Memphis. Do not wait for politicians to rescue you. Rescue yourself and get out of these Democrat-controlled cities.
I think that's really good advice. Candace Owens, I appreciate your coming on tonight. Thank you.